Yeah. If we say hello.
Hello, welcome to everyone. Hi, Eve. Hello. Oh, so glad, I've been in at uni so long ago, not too long ago, about 15 years ago, and I really miss this time where we see everyone, we beginning of our careers, we don't know how the future will be. And when Paula and Louis invited me to do this workshop today, I felt really blessed, of having the opportunity to speak to students that are living the same stage that I was in 15 years ago. And I've changed my career dramatically. I will talk to you guys about this. I studied civil engineering. That was very different than what I do today.
Wow, it's interesting.
Yeah. You give me the hands up and I start. Just let me know when to start.
Okay, maybe in a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
No rush today.
Well, we still have plenty of time. We have 2 hours actually for you.
Good afternoon,
2 hours, not enough. I say to Louis, 2 hours to say everything I want to say. That will not be enough time, but I will do my best.
Good afternoon, Majali, Price.
Hello, nice to meet you. Thank
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. How long you been in Australia?
About
you was born
9
in
years now. No, 9 years
9
now.
years,
Yeah.
So, it's time for you after the COVID complete probably to come to my hometown, Bali.
I already went to Bali.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Love it. I spent a month in Bali.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Because most of the Australians actually they consider Bali as a second home, right?
I love Bali. Oh my God, we had such a good time in Kuta. I don't remember the other place.
Kuta, yeah. That the place where I was born. That the place
really?
where I was born.
We went to
Kuta,
a hotel. Yeah. I don't know if you would know. Bali is massive, but we went to this hotel, and it's like on the top of the mountain. You could see the whole Kuta from there. Oh my gosh, I have such a good time in that hotel.
Pechatu, yeah. Pechatu, yeah.
I don't remember. It's like in a little village.
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
That is very close to the airport, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that is close to the airport. If you come now to Bali, the price almost 10%, compared to the pandemic.
But we can't leave Australia, especially us that in New South Wales right now. We're in lockdown, so we can't go anywhere. We've got really severe restrictions. We can't leave home. We can't.
But I think now Bali actually still.
Sorry?
Actually, Bali still on lockdown. Bali still in lockdown. But actually, starting this week, they are going to open for the tourist resort, like Kuta and Jimbaran, Pechatu, Ubud, they are going to open. The government has already announced that the tourism for Bali, you can come actually.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, well, I can't wait to have this border open. I want to go to Brazil. I want to see my family. I've got kids. I had kids last year, but my parents couldn't come. So my dad doesn't know my kids yet. So it's complicated, but thank God we have internet and we can work from the internet. I'm just passing here to see the faces of everyone. So good to know you guys.
So yes, if everyone are here, let's just open our camera and let's say hi.
Oke, masih ada waktu nggak? Kalau nggak, dilanjutkan aja, Mbak Desi.
Yeah, I think we can start the program. But it's already 7 minutes past 2 o'clock.
Okay, sure. We have more than.
Selamat datang ya.
Iya, Pak.
Terima kasih, Pak. So we already have around 120 participants and many more to come. So let's just start. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to the third masterclass. We're already halfway. Time flies so fast. This is our third week already, and I'm sure you all have ideas to business for your proposal. If not, let's just hear my Jilis share today, because she's a digital marketing strategist and she's an expert in Instagram, if you know. She's a mother of twins. How cute. And the CEO of Zapme Group. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Oh, great. And if you want to connect with her in social media, she will mention her social media channels later on, but she already has more than 200,000 people connected with her in the social media, and she's launching her significant project since 2017. And it's already been in the countries like Australia, Colombia, Spain, United States, and Brazil. So without further ado, let's just give the floor to Majelis.
Yay, thank you guys. I'm so glad to be here. And as I said before, I'm really happy to have this opportunity to talk to you guys that are at uni right now, studying in many different areas. So I'm ready to start. Are you guys ready to start? So I can go ahead?
Yay.
Sorry, I'm using the background. Someone just said something because I'm online using phone and now I'm working. So, okay, that's all right. Okay, guys. So when you are at uni, starting to become professional of something, they teach you everything. They teach you how to become really good in your career. You know, I finished civil engineering 15 years ago. Oh my God, it's really so old. Not 15 years ago, I would say 13 years ago. And when I finish, I've learned how to build a house, but I have no idea how to make money. They don't teach us how to make money. We need to figure it out on our own when we go out. But I always loved marketing. But I came from a country where I didn't have much option in choosing whatever I felt like, you know, something that I had an ability to talk. I was always this person that talks, you know, that had this ability to connect and to understand. And I thought marketing would be amazing for me, a marketing or communications or something. But my reality didn't allow me to be in marketing. You know, Brazil was going through a stage where the World Cup will be held in a few years, and civil engineering was in the top of all the positions for professions and etc. And I say that's my chance to make money. I came from a random family, like a poor family, and I couldn't see anything else apart from doing engineering. I knew that I would not like to be a doctor and not even a lawyer. So I like math. Civil engineer works really well. So I started a career that I wasn't really happy about it. So in 2016, you know, I was already in Australia. I decided to give it a go. So I bought many online courses, and I started studying about digital marketing, you know, because marketing itself, I saw that digital marketing was coming and taking over it. And now, you know, with the pandemic, we see that digital marketing is so strong, and almost every single company needs to be on digital to be successful. But as you know, you're studying, I think we have some presentation here, right? I just need to see, where is it? Louise say that you guys will have something and I will just need to accept. Not too sure. We had like slides. You guys have that?
Not yet. So after this, we will have it after this.
Okay, after I'm presenting myself, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then I started researching and learning about digital marketing and how could I change my career completely, because I was in a good industry, receiving more than $100,000 a year, you know, working with civil engineering. I could not live for anything that will not make me stable, or at least the impression that I will have, you know, make the same money that I was making as a worker. So I decided to become a co-producer, which is someone that doesn't appear in front of the camera, but produce someone that is in front of the camera. And the whole career started when I launched a few courses with a few artists, you know, not artists. When I say artists, is someone that have some relevance online. And then the course sold more than 3 million on the first one. And I couldn't believe it. You know, I was just a girl that was trying to do something on digital marketing, and I had no idea the potential and the strength that the media has. I had no idea. So since then, I decided to leave everything and dedicate myself to that. So I built ZapMe Group, and since then we've done already more than 50 launches. We run already more than $15 million, you know, on launches and on online courses. So I decided to do, you know, this changing my career now in 2021 to teach people how to do the same, you know, how to have a stable career online, how to make money, how to make your Instagram becomes a business, you know, because in all the launches that I've done, I saw that the key change for all of them was the Instagram. When you have connection and this power of connecting to someone instantly, and the power of having someone paying attention in what you're saying, changed the game. So I say Instagram right now is the most complete platform to sell something, to become someone and sell something. So I decided in 2021 to teach people how to do that. And then I've been invited by Academy of Entrepreneurs to teach one subject at the school, and now I've been invited here. I've been doing masterclass online. Now I'm going to be launching my own course in about 2 weeks. So I'm very excited, and I'm very glad to be here to teach you guys today how to create this foundation for Instagram, how you create a good brand on your Instagram and be able to sell something later on. Maybe your service, maybe your online product or something. In this class today, I will be able to show you a few scenarios where you can monetize and receive some money with the profession that you're creating right now. So I continue on. How we're gonna work with the presentation? Do you have that to show?
Let me confirm it with Luis, or did you send it to someone?
Luis said that he would had now sent to you guys, but so confirm with him. I will continue the lesson now.
Yes, sure, please. Thank you.
So what is the biggest active on internet, especially on social media? Sometimes we base our guideline, like the first lesson that we need to put in practice on Instagram, we're based by hacks. Someone teach us to do this, or do 3 stories now, post something in the morning, don't forget to post 12 o'clock and etc. I don't see this as a good strategy when you are at the beginning, because the biggest active you have online is your personality. It's showing who you are and what is the difference you have between everybody else that is in there. So I never start any course or anything online, any project, any campaign, trying to fit the person that is in front of the camera to the project. I actually base their life to the project, because then you're gonna attract people that are similar to you, people that like the same thing that you like, people that have the same values, people that agree with the things that you agree, that see importance in things that you think that is important. So for you guys right now, if you want to start some business on Instagram, the ideal scenario is watch who you are. Who are you? Do you like to, eat junk food? Do you like to do exercise? Do you like to, to watch TV series? Do you like La Casa de Papel? Do you like Lost? What's the Netflix series you like? You need to show who you are. Who are you? Are you starting something? What is the journey of you starting this? That's how we build a community. That's how we build a tribe. When you have a strong tribe, you sell whatever you want to them. So that's a really important key for you that are at the beginning. Don't try to fit in some schedule that will make you feel pressured so much that the whole naturality of you being you will be compromised. And when you are at the beginning and you want to do some money with the internet, the first thing you do is actually trying to find as many hacks as you can. Oh, what time I should post, how many times I should post. Oh, I need to post in the morning and the afternoon. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do a carousel. Oh, I need to do a reels. Oh, I need to do this dance. Oh, I need to, this music is on trend. I need to follow this and that. When you go to this direction, what happens is you face a situation where you have no identity, and to buy from you would be more a game of price. How much you charging? I'm charging this. How much she's charging? She's charging that. I'll go for her because she's cheaper. And any product that I've launched, the first thing I've done is work on the person. Who are you? Write down everything that you like to do. Even if you think that it's silly as hell. Oh, I like to collect lipstick. When it's empty, I like to collect them. What? That's you. That's all right. There is nothing wrong of being yourself, of liking things that you like, okay? So the first thing is build your character, build who are you? Because online, we are a character. We don't show who we are completely, and we don't need to. And when I say show yourself the way you are, you need to understand that you're building a brand. You're building a brand. And a brand will not show weakness without showing that they can overcome that weakness. For example, you have a problem at home, maybe, the pipes got wrong in the kitchen and it's a mess. You're not going to show that pipe all the mess without showing them that at the end, that's going to be resolved. Because everything that you show will bring them, the users and everyone that is watching you, an idea that who are you? Are you a brand, or you're just a person that wants to share your life or whatever? Show your life with character. You need to have a strong personality, who you are, what you like to do, what you defend, what you go against, what you don't want, what you like to talk. But you need to remember that you're building in someone's head a brand. So our brand needs to be organized. A brand needs to be well presented. A brand needs to have clear values. A brand needs to know who they are in the world. Okay, so you build your personality, you know who you are and what you want to show. And now you're building a brand. Who are you, but how you can help them somehow. We help people all the time on the internet. And the secret is helping them with something that they have a problem. There is no presentation showing. Someone is asking. She's just trying to see with Louis, because Louis was responsible for the presentation. He actually sent me the presentation, but I thought you guys would have it.
Well, we tried to connect with Louis, but we still have no response from him. So maybe if you can share it with us, Majelis.
Let me just open here then. Just a second. Let me go to the email.
I'm really
I've got
sorry.
here the link. What? That's all right. Do you want me to send you the link?
Oh yeah, sure. Or if you can also share it with you, that would be also okay.
Okay, let me copy the link because I'm not really used to Zoom. I'll give you the link and you can share over there, right? A presentation will be better, so then you guys can have that visual. Okay. I'm sending you on the chat. It's okay, guys. It happens. Live presentations are like that.
And we're working with many people from all around the world, so it's already quite midnight, right? So from other part of the world. Let me open this.
Yeah, so I sent to you. She's gonna start showing the presentation. Can you see the slides now?
Not really. Maybe it's coming.
Let me see if I can share my screen then. Can you allow to share my screen?
We already did.
Yeah, let me see then. Yeah, let me see now. Can you see my screen?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Miss Daisy, could you please see the WhatsApp group? I sent you the link of the presentation. Louis sent me just recently.
Okay, now I'm sharing, I believe. Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, can you see me as well?
Yeah, but it's quite small.
Small, yeah.
Yes, that's very small.
Yes, there you go. And we need to. Okay, so it starts. Can I continue from here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Hello, Miss Daisy.
Yeah.
Can you download the presentation file?
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
It takes some time to download it. Wait.
Yeah, I think Miss Daisy can help you presenting the slides after downloading the file.
Yeah,
I will continue just to not spend some time because it's already 5:25. And then once she downloads, she will start presenting. But anyway, you guys will have this copy later on, and it will be with you guys to study. I will just continue where I was. So you build this foundation, which is you have a strong personality, you know who you are, and you know that your brand needs to be shown as a brand. So you're not going to show your pipe all broken or whatever. You're going to show that, and then later on the result. So people have in mind that you are a person that is organized, that have a structure. Okay, so now I would like to make you guys understand how the algorithm works on Instagram, especially. The algorithm will always try to make you, they will always make you feel addicted to that post. They will make you feel someone that will spend more time in there. So the game is actually time. We think sometimes that the game is making nice colors and etc. and create too much, but the game, what we play with Instagram is time, because time is the biggest active we have. When you have somebody's time, you can have whatever. Can you guys hear me? I just heard something like stopping presentation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the presentation with me. Do you want me to share?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Okay.
I will stop sharing then.
Great. So let's continue.
Yep.
With this page, right?
Yeah, great. Done. All right. So Instagram algorithm will always prioritize the post that they believe that will have people spending more time in there. So there is a few ways of creating this connection. And I always go through a funnel, a normal funnel, a simple funnel. The top of the funnel is actually where you're going to get the attention. You can go to the next slide. It's where you're going to get the attention. And that's how Instagram will actually make people stay on your post for longer. You can go to the next slide. All right, go to the next slide. Can you go? Oh, yeah, okay. So on this funnel that I create for every single project that I do, I normally do in cycles. For example, 3 months, I'm going to work in my Instagram or on the Instagram of my client. And then after this cycle, we're going to sell something. So on this algorithm itself, they're going to prioritize whoever has the more relevancy to the public that are watching you. So let's say that your Instagram is a personal Instagram. You don't have much people there, just friends and family. So it's people that will not probably spend much time reading or engaging with you as someone that is your fan or your client. Okay, so how are you going to do this transition? So the first thing is, there is a cycle of things that you can post on your Instagram that creates a way of bringing more people in. So you can invest in posts like fixed posts, which is just one single image. That single image will have people instantaneously the push to like. So single photos, they normally will receive more likes than actually comments. When you post a photo of yourself, of your family or something, a personal photo, will receive more comments than likes, because normally whoever comment will not like your photo. Very hard for them to do these two actions. Okay, so then this is the post that you are gonna start your Instagram. You're gonna start creating single photos or single image with something that is relevant to the public on the niche that you are planning to work. So what is the niche that you are start, your business or your idea online? You don't need to start a company to start making money online, but you need to have a niche, a direction where you're going to go. So as soon as you decided, so for example, let's say that you're going to start something with makeup. You are a civil engineer, but you really like makeup, you enjoy that, and you want to do something online about that. So what are you going to do? You're going to start creating single images, and this image will create a connection with the public. What are you going to write in this sort of posts? You're not going to write something that will change dramatically the life of someone that likes makeup. You're going to create a point of connection between you and the audience. And how are you going to create that? You're going to say something that it's relevant, something that it's interesting, something that it's funny, but something that is short, a quote, something very short. Then when they read, they will feel probably obligated to stop and share with someone. What you want at the beginning of your Instagram, it's more traffic. It's bring more people to see your content. Because at the beginning, you don't have an audience. You don't have anyone there. You need to start creating this audience. And the structure of the funnel, the content funnel, you build your audience, bringing more people in, creating posts and images that will make people have this action. Tag a friend, or do you remember someone that it's like that? Normally, we post something like this. For example, in the makeup world, if you create a post, you could write something like this. Let's see. Have you done your makeup once and then all of a sudden you got emotional and cry and destroy your makeup? You're not teaching anything. You're not saying something that it's extremely relevant. But for women, for us, or men, whatever, whoever likes to do makeup, we already done something like that. Created amazing makeup and then all of a sudden got emotional and cry, and then you see the lines. It's something that instantly we create this connection. Oh yeah, I've passed through this, I know. Oh yeah, I remember this time. Oh yeah, you create this feeling of, let me tag someone here, let me show someone. And this first connection is what will bring more people to your Instagram. But what happened now, and that's where a lot of people commit this mistake, they create this point of connection where you invite people to come in, but when the person come, they don't have a good reason to stay. Why? because you need to focus in other contents throughout the funnel. The funnel cannot be created only with this part where you post memes, where you post things that are not really relevant, just to people will invite friends and etc. I will later on talk about call to action. Right now, I'm telling you the structure of Instagram and how the algorithm will benefit you, because the algorithm is not a bad man, you know, chasing people and say, ha, 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 I don't like you. No, no, no. Algorithm is actually some intelligence that will help you, that will make, recording from a second, they will actually help you to create a base where people will see you as someone relevant for them to stay. So before you start posting this, create at least 12 posts on your Instagram, at least 12. So then why 12? Because 12 is the space of one run. So when you swipe the screen, you're going to pass in about 12 posts. So it's ideal for you to have at least 12. Okay, Majli, so I have 12 posts. What I'm going to talk about? So what I'm going to talk about is creating, I'll say with makeup, but I will change for something else. Maybe someone that is a nutritionist, or someone that is even a civil engineer that wants to talk about that on Instagram. What are you going to talk about? So on the first layer of the funnel, which is the top part, what are you going to do? You already know. It's single photos. It's quotes. It's a photo where you know that people will comment a lot or like a lot. You know that this is the first layer of the funnel, is the lightest one, is the one that you created intentionally to bring audience, to bring people in. Okay, that will be the most high comment and the one that has more likes. And that's great. That's great. But if you stop there, if you stop only doing this type of posts on your Instagram, what happened to you? You build a lot of community. A lot of people will follow you, but you don't sell. At the end, you don't sell. And I'm saying this because I know accounts that have 1 million followers and they don't sell $3,000 every time they do a campaign. Why? Because they didn't build in the head of the audience a line that will take them from point A to point B. And hold on, I will explain to you what I mean. It's not an easy concept, but what I'm giving to you here is the structure. And remember when I say to you that you're going to hear a lot of hacks, did this, did that, appear this way, do this dance on Instagram, do this reels. What I'm giving you is the base. So you're going to direct where you want to go. You're not going to be limited to these hacks things. When you hear a hack, you're going to say, is this hack going to help me to sell more? If it helps you, go ahead. If it doesn't help you, just forget about it. Okay, Majli, I create the first part of my funnel. My funnel will have single photos, and on the single photos, people will spend max 5 seconds on your posts. So you are going to understand that this is the first part. Okay, but the first part of the funnel has a second part, which is not the middle yet, is the second part of the first layer, which is the carousel. And if you don't know what is carousel, is that image that you can swap to the side. It's like many pictures. So you swap to the side to read more. So people will normally spend about 10 seconds in this content. So in this content, what are you gonna do? So you're gonna teach them something about your niche. You're gonna be useful for that person somehow. This is normally the post where they save and they share. This is normally the post where they share. So the first layer, what they do, they comment and they tag friends and they like. The second layer, they send, they share and they save because it's actually useful for them. This is the second layer of Instagram. The third layer is where you're gonna get more deep to your relationship with them. The second layer of the funnel, it's a bit confusing. I will make create a draw for you guys, and then I send the picture for you later on, because it will be easier for you to see and visualize that. The second layer is the stories. Remember that I say the first part of the funnel has 2 lines. So the first one is single post, second one is the carousel. The middle of the funnel is your stories. It's actually where someone already saw that you have something interesting, funny, or whatever, and they say, let me see who is this girl, let me see who is this guy. And then you're going to go straight to your stories. What are you going to show on your stories? I don't know you guys in Asia, but in South America, we have a lot of soaps, which is like a Netflix. It's like a series, but it happens for like 9 months. We see this for a long time. In Australia, we've got one that is called Home and Away, and I think it's been on for 20 years. So why these type of things are so addictive? Why Netflix series are so addictive? Why we spend so much time watching? Because it has a beginning and an end. And between beginning and end has a story. Something happened. There is a storytelling between the beginning and the end. So your day on your stories needs to reflect what we see on television, which has a time to start and has a time to finish. I know when she's starting and I know when she's finishing. So Majli, you mean that I'll have to be on stories every day, posting every single thing I do? No. What I mean is, you need to create on your stories a storytelling about your life. You need to be able to communicate that. Social media, it's all about socializing in the media. And if you are able to do that, you have that thing that I say that is the biggest active on internet, which is the time, which is attention, how much time they spend on your Instagram. This is actually what will bring to the Instagram algorithm relevancy. They will see that you are able to hold the attention of these people. I don't know if you watched there is a series, not a series, it's actually a movie on Netflix that talks about that. How much time you spend in someone's Instagram, and the algorithm is so smart that he calculates how much time you spend in someone, and they recommend things that are absolutely similar, because they know that if you spend more time in that post, you probably like that post the most. So your job, your aim on social media is actually create a way of having these people as much as you can locked on your Instagram account. They need to spend time in there. They need to feel welcome in there. They need to feel that there is a human, being behind the screen, which they can relate. And how you do that? With the first thing that I said, with your strong personality. For example, I've got 2 kids, and right now I'm talking on my social media about digital marketing, because I'm going to be launching a course very soon. But my course is actually very directed to mothers that have kids and wants to make your Instagram the first income of the family. So it's very specific to this public. And I talk about motherhood as well, because it's my life, it's my babies, and I'm in the middle of this whole transition for them. They 1 year and a half. They pass from that stage of being very little babies to toddlers, and it's a really good way of connecting to them. So then I say something on my Instagram that it's very me. It's who I am and what I believe. I don't believe that kids should be entertained in front of television all day. I don't believe that. I don't like that. And I say that on my Instagram. What happened instantly when I say that? I create a tribe. A few people that relate to the same thing that I relate. And those, pay attention in this, which is very important. And those which think I'm wrong, what they do? They leave. And that's great. Marjorie, what do you mean you're losing followers? What do you mean that it's great that they leave? It's great because they give room to people that think the way I think, come and follow me. Because that person that follows me and believe in the same thing that I believe, I will not need a lot to convince her of something because she knows me. She knows what I believe. She knows what is good and what is not good for me. Do you understand that more than hacks, do this, do that, it's actually vital for you to be you on Instagram? And who wins this game is actually who has the ability of showing a strong personality online. But Marjorie, I'm not a person that have a strong personality. I don't even know what is my values, whatever. It's a good exercise for you to do. Write down what is important for you. Family is important to you? Yeah. Money is important to you? Yes. Finishing a degree is important to you? Yes. So you already have 3 things that it's very different to a lot of people. A few of them would think that family is not important. Not really. Why family? Why I need to have a family, kids, or why? I want to be single. I want to be, free soul. It's not wrong. No, it's not a game of right and wrong. There is no right and there is no wrong. There is you and who you are and what you believe. Understand? Can you go to the next slide, please? So once you build that, what happened to you? You have relevancy to go to the next part of the funnel, which is the last one, which is selling something. So only 10% of your Instagram audience will see your organic content. And actually, it's not even 10. It's about 7% of the people that are on your Instagram will see your posts. So why I need to create content online? Because content today is actually the money online. If you don't create content, you don't have a reason for someone to be following you. Only if you are Kim Kardashian. But I'm not Kim Kardashian. You are not Kim Kardashian. If you don't create content, people will tend to be reluctant when you offer something. They will have more doubts. Oh, but who is Marjorie? I never heard about her. What she's doing, why is she saying this? I'm not too sure. When you create this connection, as soon as I say I'm launching something, yes, I will buy it. I like her vision. I like the way she treats her kids. I like the way she behaves. I will buy from her. So organic reach is a really pain, to be honest, because it will play with you all the time. If Instagram is seeing that you're posting something that the audience are not interested, what they will do, they will reduce your reach to protect the audience. Because if the audience are not interested on what you're posting, it's probably not really relevant or could be dangerous. Have you noticed on Instagram that when you post a photo saying that it's your birthday, you receive a lot of comments? Oh, of course, Marjorie, everyone wants to say happy birthday. But not only that, the algorithm understands that it's your birthday and it actually shows for more people. I think all of you already posted that, oh, it's my birthday or birthday party or cakes, etc. And then you receive tons of comments of people that you don't see ages. Oh, you're still on my Instagram. I don't remember you. I saw you 5 years ago. Have you noticed that? Because the algorithm helps you with that. It's your birthday. They want to give you this title. Oh, it's her birthday. I'm going to show for more people. But when it's your content, what happens? Reduce the reach. And then that's the time where you're going to feel, oh my gosh, I do so much. I create this post. I invest on my design. I spend time, doing this and that. And then I don't have much comments on my posts. You can't live about comments. Comments, likes, and etc. are an ego metric. It's just about your ego. I've seen accounts that have about 1,000 followers, 3 to 4 likes in each photo, and make hundreds of thousands every month. Why? Because the people that comment are not the same that buys. Not always. Not always. Of course, there is a really huge amount of exceptions. But majority of the people that are commenting and liking are not the buyers. Buyers normally goes to your Instagram with a really straight and objective action, which is analyzing what you're selling and buying. So don't be hold on likes and comments, because the life is not about that. Life is not about that. The relevancy of your posts needs to be done about the quality of what you're teaching. But Marjorie, I'm a student at uni right now. What I'm gonna teach? I haven't finished my course yet. How I'm gonna teach something to somebody? So what you're gonna share during this time that you are studying is your journey to become someone better. Because you know what's gonna happen? If you start now and you finish your course in about 2 or 3 years, you're gonna be in front of 90% of your classroom, of your classmates, because they normally wait until they finish to start. Once you finish and you have all this journey recorded, they will know who you are already. And then you can sell even before finishing your course. We can sell anything online. I know this sounds really weird when we hear this for the first time, but I've seen people selling courses without even finishing the degree. How come she's selling something without finishing her degree? You know what she was teaching? She was teaching how to become like her, but not as a uni course, not as a university course, but teaching them how to make the whole journey at uni easier, because you already passed, you already know how it is. So if you have the chance of buying a course from someone that is already ahead of you and tell you, don't go this way. Do you know this subject? This subject is better if you do it this way. If you do this and not this, will be better for you later on. Imagine if you have the chance of buying a course from someone that is already ahead of you at uni. Even this can become a course. I don't know if you guys wrote the book Work 4 Hours a Week by Tim Ferriss, but the first time I wrote this book, I was very amazed with the opportunity of creating something online and even be able to monetize anything. On the book, he gives the example of a guy that broke his leg, and then he actually made a course of how to improve your leg quicker, not as some, as professional, of course, but just saying, don't sit this way, don't use your leg that way, otherwise it will hurt at night. At night, pull your leg like this and that. And I say, seriously, someone bought this? And then I imagine if I broke my leg, I would love to have this guidance by someone. You normally are going to sell online something that it's natural for you, something that people ask you for advice all the time. So in my case, for example, once I launched these few courses, a lot of people start asking me, but how did you do this? How the course was so successful for the first time? How you created this whole tribe on Instagram? How this, how that? And I say, wow, that's natural. I've been talking about this 24/7 all day. people asking, messaging on Instagram, asking for tips and this and that and hacks and etc. And I could give. Hacks are great, but as I say, you can't sustain a hack for too long. You can sustain your personality for long because that's you. You don't need to make any effort to be you. But to create some hacks, you need to have a lot of energy. Next slide, please, while I drink some water. Okay. 9% of the users on Instagram feed are 90% posts from friends and family. That's right. And why that? Because you spend more time seeing them. Do you know that there is a level of relevancy in people's lives, which is the first one that they listen is to wives, husbands, or someone that is very close. Second one is family, friends, etc. And the third line is influencers on social media. Do you believe that someone will take your device in front of a device of a doctor? Do you have idea how strong is that? How powerful is that? And if you don't know how to use, you can create something really bad for yourself. Because I deal with social media and I know that can be very damaging. Chasing likes, chasing comments, and post some reels and expecting how many people will comment, how many people will like this, and blah blah blah. And my first question to everyone is, what do you want to make on social media? Do you want to make money or do you want to spend time? Because you can be the one that entertain and you can be the entertainer. You can be the person that watches or you can be the person that creates the content. But what are you going to do with that? Are you planning to sell at the end? It's money, what you want to make at the end. So don't worry about comments. Don't worry about laughing. Don't worry about people pleasing and making you feel good about this. Don't go to this direction. It's very dangerous. And I'm saying this to you because you are young and you can be held to think that what people think about you on Instagram, it's actually true. And it's not. Because you're showing a little part of your life, remember? You're showing just a little tiny bit. That doesn't define you, who you are. What defines you is your beliefs. What do you believe? What do you think? Who you are, your family, friends. That's what, is the build of the structure of who you are. So why people spend majority of the time seeing families and friends? For the simply reason that when you see a friend's post, you go and zoom in, you look and you laugh, look at her. Or your family, Mom, who is this? And you zoom in and out, you're spending time in there. So what Instagram will show you, they will show you more of this person, that you spend more time. And that's what's going to happen to you when you start creating content. Because people will see that you have some relevancy, that they can learn something from you, that you have something to add in their lives, that you are actually teaching them something. So they're going to spend time on your Instagram, writing down, saving, commenting, and that's going to make you become friend of them and becoming their line of preference, because you become someone so close to them that they consider you as a family and friends. That's very, 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 very deep, isn't it? Can you go to the next one? I've got Louise said that we've got many slides, many. Not too sure if I'm gonna go through all of them, otherwise we're gonna be here until 5 o'clock next morning. Okay, so
I saw it's 100, more than 100 slides.
Yeah, that's more than 100. You can go this one. You can go this slide. I wish I could be changing it. Would be easier. Relationships, we already spoke about relationships. Relationships is nothing more than you creating this connection with them. You have to create this connection. And a relationship exists when someone talks to me and I talk to them back. If they only talk to you and you never respond, this is not a relationship. Relationships exist when you talk, interact, when you have this conversation. You can go to the next slide. So you can go to the next slide. Yeah, okay. So why brands, all the majority of the brands right now are creating this way of connecting to people. Why? Because they have seen how powerful it is when an influencer has power on the internet. And I'll tell you the truth. My generation, which is the 80s, we really love the idea of appearing on TV. We really love the idea of being on Forbes magazine or being in an interview in a TV or whatever. We really like that. But I will tell you the truth. An influencer, a YouTuber, an Instagrammer that have a lot of visibility can have way more people watching them than actually those places. Your generation, I believe you guys are from the 90s and 20s, right? 2020 something or 2000 something, right? You guys probably are from this generation. You don't have this demand anymore. You don't see this as something very important. Why I need to appear on the magazine? This YouTuber has way more views. You have this idea. We don't. My generation still likes those, TV shows and whatever, appearance on this and appearance on this magazine and etc. So why the brands right now is changing the way that they behave and the way that they interact, because they've seen that a human being, it's way more powerful than a cold brand. Brands need to engage regularly with their followers, answer their questions, reply comments, and actively seek for engagement. So why the brands are now doing this? But let's imagine Adidas. Adidas is a very, really strong brand, doesn't have to have someone behind. But let's see Apple. If Apple didn't have Steve Jobs, his image behind the whole thing, this would definitely, with 100% sure, not be as big as it is. Because this human being is the important thing on social media. It's what makes the media so addictive, is because there is a social there is a person in there. I don't know in your country, but in my country, Big Brother is huge. A lot of people follow, and it becomes a really, a really famous person who have engaged on Big Brother. And why is that? Is because seeing every day of someone, it's very interesting. Since ever, all the books we have is about stories of someone's life, is about connecting, is about engaging with somebody else, and social media creates this in a real time. So if you want to know what Vin Diesel, from Fast and Furious, is doing right now, you go to his Instagram and see on stories what he's doing right now. This is crazy. And at the same time, for us that are thinking about monetizing and make money with social media, is the best active. It's amazing. It's amazing. You can have a relationship with that person even when that person doesn't know that you exist. How do you feel about following someone that you have seen in a movie before? Do you have this sensation? So let me see someone that I follow that I really like. If I remember, I followed Kim Kardashian for a long time. I don't follow anymore because it's just like them connecting anymore. But anyway, when I was following her, I was watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I really like the way that they build the brand so much that, have you seen that everyone that connects to that family grows instantaneously because the brand is very strong? And how they connect this brand, they create this human, this human asset in front of the camera all the time. So as soon as I started following her on Instagram, I felt her friend. Oh my goodness, look at what Kim is doing. Oh my God, that's so funny. She doesn't even know that I exist. But I felt like her friend. I felt that she knew me, and I was giving opinions about the clothes and etc. This is the power of social media. So how you become someone in social media, when you become social, when you appear yourself, when you try to be as close as possible of them. But Marjorie, I'm not the person that's going to be appearing on a camera. I don't like it. I hate the cameras, but I want to be on social media. What should I do? There is a possibility as well for you. A possibility for you in this case is sell something where you don't need to be in front of the camera, or like me, when I co-product somebody else. So I saw someone that didn't know how to make money online. They had a huge audience, and I proposed to her. And I said, you have the audience and I have the techniques to sell. Let's make, let's put this strengths together to create something. And that's what I've done. And I sold a lot. We made a lot of money. And I didn't have to appear in front of the cameras. But even though I knew that to build my own brand, not her brand, because I was working in her brand, to build my brand, I had to be in front of the cameras. Leo can go to the next slide, please. So the importance of connection is the biggest one. You can move forward again. Yeah, you can go, more. Okay, frequency. Okay, so the frequency of how much you need to be on Instagram will always depend on how much time you have. You're not going to be putting Instagram in front of your course, for example, because you need to finish your course. It's actually your priority. Or if you work, right now, your work is your priority. But the game on Instagram is time. And if you can spend more time in there engaging with these people, they will have you fresh in their minds. So if you appear more, they're going to remember you more. You know why? Because you know how long lasts a post? A post lasts 5 seconds in their heads. Depending on the post. If it's a single post, 5 seconds. If it's a carousel, 15 seconds. If it's a live video, 15 minutes. That's how long it lasts. So if you appear more, you will have the chance for these users see you more often and remember you more often. So to build a brand on Instagram, you can't post a photo today and then just post a photo 20 days later, because that's too long. They already forgot about you, especially if you're not someone really, really relevant. Understand? So you need to create a frequency, which I recommend about 3 times a week, and on stories every day if you can, at least to say hello, at least to show yourself, to show that you're there, that you care for them. I recommend about. Yeah, I can hear someone. You can go to the next slide. Yeah, go. Yeah, can go. Yeah, okay. You can go as well. I'll cover this on the next one. Okay, so now that we've covered the strong personality, what you need to show, we covered the funnel, what you need to create if you are in the beginning, always thinking about a cycle of selling something. So you're gonna sell something on Instagram, and then you need to have this cycle of selling. And this cycle of selling is posts which people will know you and be able to invite people to know you. Posts that is going to create this connection with them. And then the third one is an offer. You're going to offer them something. You're going to make them invite to be part of your community, which is selling something to them. A service, could be a course, could be a physical product, even products that you're selling. I don't know, you're selling cakes or you're selling t-shirts or whatever. No matter what you do, you need to create this content. You need to create this community. You need to create this cycle of posts. Otherwise, you're going to fall in the mistake of posting a photo of your product and saying the price is $29.95. If you want to buy, DM me. A lot of people think that marketing is that. Marketing is anything, but not that. This is what I call hope marketing. It's actually you're posting a photo of your product and praying for the person to buy from you. If you can use strategy, why are you going to rely on the hope marketing? The hope marketing is for people that have no idea about anything. You know, you have idea now. You have an idea that you can't sell all the time. You need to sell on your Instagram 10% of the time. The rest 90%, you need to engage. You need to create ways of this person think that that you're relevant, that you have something to add in their lives. And it doesn't matter if you have physical products to sell, if you have service, if you have whatever. If you follow this rule of selling 10% of your time on Instagram and 90% engaging and creating this social, you will sell anything, anytime. Anything, anytime. You can go to the next slide. Okay. Instagram released a function when they see that there is a competitor. So we've seen the stories is actually a product that has been created because of the Snapchat. Reels is a product that has been created because of TikTok. So Instagram initially was just a photo album. So it was just a place where you upload the photos for your family to see or whatever. It became the most completed media ever, because it's a place where they host everything. You can do lives in a really good quality. You can put links to people to buy from you. You can engage, you can connect, you can create communities. Everything is in there. It's completed. You can do one thing from beginning to end on Instagram without the need of use of any social media. Of course, if you want to go to the other social medias, it's okay. But what I'm saying is on Instagram, you have everything. You have a place where you can do lives in a really good quality. There is a place where you can create communities or even best friends and create that close friends community. You know, if someone can pay to see your close friends. There is a product that I've launched a while ago where we're charging to people to be on the close friends. So they were paying $1,000 to be on the close friends. And what that means, being the close friends. Oh, my kids crying. They're waking up. What that means, it means that I'm going to share the most important content on my stories, but only for those which are paying for this. See that there is room for you to monetize in any place on the social media, especially on Instagram, which is the one that I'm talking here today. So what is saying here that Instagram feed doesn't favor who uses that, favor users who use Stories, Live, and IGTV. It means that Instagram will favor people that actually use the resource of Instagram. You can't be on Instagram and only use stories. You don't use anything else. You can't be on Instagram and only use lives. You need to be on Instagram and use all the resources available, because that's how actually the platform makes money. Because if you use other resource, you actually give incentive to people to use the resource, and the more time that they spend in there, the more time the platform will sell. Because what Instagram does, how they make money on people that wants to do advertise on there. And the aim of Instagram, the game of Instagram is spending time. They want you to spend as much as you can on Instagram. They will hook you. They will make you to be there the whole day. They will make you to stay there since the time that you wake up to the time that you sleep.
That's what they want, because then more people will buy to have the attentions of the users, and that's how they make money. So in the beginning, how are you going to spend all this money? Margie, how am I going to spend? I'm a student. I don't have the money to, to sponsor my posts or even to boost my posts and etc. So the game for you is a content creation. You need to create content, and you can do that for free. You can do that for free. But Margie, I'm not good at designing. I don't know how to create my posts and etc. Who told you that you need to create a good design? Have you seen Instagram accounts which they post, they write something on the notes and they give a print and then they post on Instagram? Or even on Twitter, they write down something on Twitter and then they print and then post on Instagram. So the format itself, how are you going to post it if you're going to have nice lines and designs and etc.? It's not really, really important at the beginning. At the beginning, your message, your personality, and you are more important. So at the beginning, you don't need to be pro, because if you delay to start, every time you delay will become harder, and something new will show up, and something new and this and that, and then you're gonna miss the pace. So start with what you have. Start with what you have. And then later on, you're gonna be implementing more things. You're gonna make your product better, but that will be on the run. You can't make your product better without start. And a lot of people do this mistake. They prepare, and then when they go live or when they appear, it doesn't have the result that they're expecting. So they abandon and they give up, because that's the frustration when you build something for a year and then you post and this thing doesn't go according to what you planned. But if you plan something for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and that thing doesn't go well, what do? You say, oh, whatever, it was just 2 weeks, I will try again. So that's why you need to be quick. That's why you need to do it now, instead of waiting for you to finish your course to start. You can go to the next slide. You can go. Yeah, you can pass the Instagram algorithm. I really like this way of thinking that hacks, it's important, but it's not everything. It's not everything. Hacks, when you use those hacks, for example, I'll teach you a hack now that will make sense for you if you work with social media already. When you post an Instagram post, you need to engage in the first 2 hours with that people on that post. Why? Because if you leave to engage with them later on, you will miss the chance of the person to stay on your post for longer. And then what happens is, if that person miss the pace of being on your post, she's not going to return because it's already gone. And things on social media are very instantaneous, very quick, very, you need to do now. So when you post something on your Instagram, spend at least 15 minutes engaging with whoever comment, whoever like, whoever is in there. That will make the algorithm understand that your post is relevant, and they will spread for more people. So it's really good if you want to, create more hype on your post. Another thing is about the hashtag. The CEO of Instagram, he actually announced a few changes on the hashtag thing. A lot of people type the hashtag on the comments on the first post on Instagram, but this doesn't help the algorithm to identify the person that will be interested on that comment. Because what is the function of the hashtag? The hashtag is actually a guide for the algorithm to find people that are searching for that subject. So for example, if you create a post about drinking water, you need to drink water because it's healthy, etc. And then on the hashtags, you say hashtag viral, hashtag digital marketing, hashtag Australia, hashtag, what is that relevant to the water? What is that relevant? How the algorithm will work in a way that they will bring more people to be interested on that comment about the in that post about the water. So the hashtag needs to be intentional about the subject that you are talking on the post. So if you are talking about water, the hashtag needs to be what? Drink water, healthy, exercising, something relate to the water. You can't post hashtag viral, hashtag this, hashtag that. That will not make sense, and you may confuse the algorithm. And instead of helping you, the algorithm will not help you. So all these tricks and etc. are actually to make you more visible to more people. And you can be more visible. You have the chance to do what? Sell at the end. Sell. What I'm telling you today is about selling. Your aim is about sell something. It's about making people interested in what you have. So then later on you can offer them something, which can be your product or can be the product of somebody else. You can actually promote a product of somebody else. Oh, Marjorie, I don't have anything to sell. It's okay. You can sell something to somebody. You can become an influencer. How I'm going to become an influencer? How an influencer make money on Instagram? An influencer make money advertising products of somebody else, receiving money to advertise product. Okay, you can go past the hashtag. High quality images and videos are always going to be preferred because the algorithm knows that when a post has high quality, they will call the attention of the audience, more. They will spend a bit of time in there because it's good quality. We are triggered by beauty. As much as we think that we don't need to worry about that, we do. Because we're showing our image. We're showing the brand. It's not Marjorie that appears on Instagram. It's actually the brand Marjorie. And if the brand Marjorie has a photo with it's cutting her head, it's showing just side, no light, it's not showing my features on my face, the photo is out of the square, how that will reflect on me? First thing you see is she's not organized. That's the feeling we have when we go to somebody's Instagram, that it's full of personal photos, full of photos that it's not high quality, full of photos of random situations. What we think straight away, it's a person, but it's not a business. No, not at all. No way that it's a business. Oh yeah, it's a business. How come it's not reflecting? I can't see that. Yeah, post. Next slide, please. So live videos, it's very amazing because live is actually the last part of the funnel of connection. When someone spend 20, 15, half an hour in a live watching you, what he's saying to you is, I really value what you're saying. And I'm really happy to be here. And I've seen a lot of people, because I talk to the public that are initiating on social media, one of the things that they most say is, oh, Marjorie, I've done a live video and there was just 3 people watching. I felt terrible. I couldn't even continue. I was demotivated, etc. And then I say to them, so you're saying that 3 people are not important enough? So you would just have energy and passion to do something if it was for 300? Understand that it's about relationship. It's about human being. How much you care for one life. How much you care for one person. How much you care. You care only for people that are giving you applause and say, woohoo, you're the best. Wow, you're amazing. You're pretty. You're this, you're that. That is not what is going to sustain you on social media. What is going to sustain you is the passion for others, for actually liking the human being and saying, I'm going to give you my 100%, even if I have one person watching me in a live video. Because you know what? This one person that is watching you in a live video will become 10, will become 15, will become 20, will become 200, will become 2,000. Because that video is stuck in there forever if you don't want to delete it. Understand that it's not only about now, it's about you creating a product slowly, bit by bit, with your everyday, appearing on the stories, posting things that it's important. Everything that you post is something that will increase a little percentage on the value of you in somebody's head. So if you go to my Instagram, you will see that I post a lot. And you see that I post a lot of contents that it's good for entrepreneurs, for people that are in the beginning. And every time someone new comes, they say, wow, Marjorie shared a lot about, entrepreneurship and things that will help me. I really value that. I really appreciate what she's doing. And it's slowly the community starts to build. It's not about making money or making followers. It's actually about helping people to solve a problem that it's for them is a problem, but for you it's not, because you have the answer. When I see someone that have a really good talent, they have a really good ability, and they don't sell on social media, I feel really sad, because it's kind of you will be selfish of not sharing what you have the most, what you have that it's so good, what you have that can solve somebody's problem. And you refuse because you're too scared, you're too ashamed, or you're too, I don't know, reasons why you don't want to appear. So I think that you're not selling a product. You're selling a resolution of a problem for somebody. You're actually resolving what is waking them at night, what is making them wake at night. And sometimes for you, it's so easy because you do every day, and for them it's so hard. Imagine that you're starting to become a nutritionist or a dietitian or someone that teaches people how to lose weight. And you have that precious things on your hand. And on the other hand, there is someone that is dying, or someone that has a really bad diet and they don't know how to do it. And they don't have energy and they don't have incentive. And you have that on your hand and you're not doing anything for that person. Understand that it's more than post here, post there, hacks and this and that. It's about helping people to become better. And that's where you make money, when you start helping people to become better. Okay, you can go to the next post. I say that I talk a lot. Are we going to have questions during this presentation? I don't know who is responsible for this, if you're going to have the questions, but I would love to hear your questions. I would love you guys to ask me where you have the questions about the subject, because I'm here to help you guys. And the content of the presentation will stay with you. You can read as much as you want, but the time with me, you will not have all the time. So I would love to hear your questions, okay? So we're going to continue. I don't know how you're going to manage, Desi, the questions, but we're going to continue the presentation, and I will leave about 20 minutes, okay, for questions at the end.
Yeah, sure.
Which is, it's almost there. Oh my God, I talk too much.
No worries. So if anyone has questions, you can just type it on the chat box and we will discuss later after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I already spoke about that. Post when you're more active, so you can spend time talking to that person straight away. Yeah, you can go. Okay, this is really interesting. Work with influencers and have them tag you as part of collaboration. most of you probably have Instagram and you already tag someone that you like or someone that done something for you or a friend or something. How we get these tags from influencers, from people that are bigger than you, more relevant than you. You know that Instagram and any social media is a game of ego. It's ego. It's actually, you see your account and it's full of followers. You feel good about yourself. It's ideal? No. But it is a game of ego. So when you want an influencer, a big influencer to tag you, there is a trick that you can do, a hack that you can do to make them tag you or increase the chance of them tagging you. When you want someone to tag you, you're not going to do stories or something and tag 20 people in the same place. Because you know that the chance is somebody that is watching will not click on that 20 tags. They will never do that. You never done that. You never saw a story with 20 tags and you click it in one by one. You never done that. It's impossible to do something like that. Only if it's like a football team and then you want to see every single one and then you start clicking and then going back, clicking again, going back, clicking again. But in a real life, we don't do that. So what you would do, you will choose an influencer that is really similar to your own niche. So for example, you're talking about makeup and you find a makeup artist that it's really well known on social media, especially on your country or on the country that you are talking to. So what are you going to do? You're going to do a story talking about that person and how that person helped you. For example, you're going to talk about me. I participate on something with Marjorie. She was really nice and I really like the way she taught us about this and that. And it's amazing the dynamic that she takes on social media, etc. And then you're going to do this little trick, which is talk about you at the end. Why? Because you talk about the person in the beginning and then you say who you are at the end. Because if that person tags you on her Instagram or his Instagram, the followers will see who you are and they may get interested to go leave from her page and go to your page to see you. Understand that we call this in English, actually I've got in Portuguese the word, I don't know in English, but it's like utilizing the repost, because someone will repost to you. Is that 100%? Oh, she will definitely retag. No, she may not tag you, repost to you, but you can increase the chance of that person to tag you and repost to you. And then if they repost to you and you have this little information about you at the end, the chances are that person that is seeing you from her audience or from his audience will go to your Instagram to have a look. And now that is the important part that I told you about creating content. If they leave her Instagram and go to your account, and on your account doesn't have anything that is relevant, they will have a look and they will leave. It's all about making them welcome enough to stay. So when I want to use this strategy, what I do, I choose someone from my niche. And then I go and I say something like this. I was watching a movie and then this movie reminded me of this person. And then I say the name of the person. She's so elegant and she's so nice, well-dressed. I really like the way she's dressing lately. And I really copy a few looks because I really like the way she's dressing. I'm an image consultant as well. And as an image consultant, I help all my students or all my clients to dress well. So yeah, I'm doing this campaign in my Instagram now and it's been so amazing. And I put the tag of that person and I wait for the result. If she sees that and she finds interesting enough to retag me to her Instagram, imagine someone that is listening to this and say, oh, wow, she's an image consultant and she's doing something on her Instagram. Let me have a look. And then you leave my Instagram and you go to their Instagram to have a look. Can you see how powerful is when you know what you're doing and you have a plan and you have a strategy to do something instead of, oh, I love this person, oh, she's so beautiful, and then tag her, tag this, tag that, tag this. She'll have a look and she will say, whatever, I will not repost this, because it has nothing interested. It's not saying anything about me. It's not saying anything about what I do. It's just saying that I'm pretty, but seriously, understand? Well, of course, that I'm talking about influences that are relevant, not about maybe your friends. Your friend will retag or repost you, whatever you do. Okay, so you can go for the next one. You can go to the next one. Yep. Instagram Insights. Okay. The game change for you when you pass from a viewer to someone that will do analysis on your Instagram. If you have the ability, and I will not say ability because it doesn't require ability for you to click on your insights on your Instagram. Doesn't require much. But it's important for you to every cycle. And when I say cycle, I'll probably say about 7 days. Every 7 days, you look at your Instagram insights and see what is working. What is working? Understand? Oh, I think she's asking something. What is the price annually you spend for every product on your post? I will tell you about that. That's a question. That's a good question. Okay. Let me just finishing about the insights. When you go to your insights and you see what is working, what are you going to do? You're going to replicate that in a different way. So for example, you've done a few reels, and then you saw that one reels has more views and comments and whatever. So what are you going to do? You know that post gave you more visibility. So you're going to create something similar to that first one that you created. And you're going to go in this line. Why? Because you're maximizing the chances. When we copy someone, when we go to somebody's Instagram and see, oh, they're doing this, I love it, I will copy. There is no problem to do something like that. You know, there is normal for you to copy ideas and copy musics and etc. on TikTok and on Reels, you know, of using the same music and etc. It's normal. But sometimes that person has that visibility because her public is different than yours. And sometimes you're going to post the same thing on your Instagram and will not reach the same public, will not have the same visibility. So it's important for you to test a few formats and see which one people like to see on you. Because something interesting happened to me in the past. In my personal life, I like to tell jokes. I like to, laugh. And I try to be very funny. That's Majli on her personal life. But they don't like to see Majli funny on social media because I talk about serious stuff. So I talk about making money. I talk about sustain your family, making money on Instagram. They don't want to be Majli, and they don't want to see Majli joking all the time there. So I need to use Majli funny just a little bit, and Majli serious is the one that have traction. Do I like that? No, I would love to be a bit more funny, but the subject that I talk is serious. How I'm going to be laughing or joke about a mother that wants to stay at home and take care of her kid, and she can't because she doesn't have enough money to do that. What is funny about that? You know what I mean? So you need to understand which line people would like to see on you. So you create a few posts, you create a few stories, you create a few reels, you create a few fixed posts, you create a few carousels. And then you see on the insights the result of all of them. Which type of post they like to see on you, which type of carousel they like to see on you, which type of stories they like to see on you, which type of reels. And then based on that, you're going to create more content similar to those ones that people like to see on you. And then on a second week, you're going to analyze again. Do you have any idea how powerful is the analysis of your posts in 2 months? In 2 months, you can change the reality of your Instagram just doing this, analyzing your posts and then pursuing on the post that is working the best. Imagine how better you're going to become every week, where you're going to analyze your post and see what is working. Do you understand how better your content will become? How amazing will be this building of your content and every time becoming better and better and better. So analysis is something vital to your Instagram. Now I'm going to see this question. What price annually you spend for every product you post on Instagram? Do you monitor your Instagram by yourself or by someone? If you would help by someone, would you have tools to monitor your audience instead? Thanks. Now we're talking about creating Instagram's traffic, what we call traffic online, which is ads. I believe you're talking about ads. Let me just read the question again. So when I'm doing a campaign, right now I'm on a campaign to launch a course. If I was starting on Instagram, I would not spend money on campaign. Why? Because you don't need to spend money when you begin your career on Instagram. The secret is you create something, you create content or course or something which you can deliver online. How, Majli? Okay, so imagine that you are creating content about, you're a nutritionist and you're creating content about food. So you're gonna start creating a few lives about it every day or every second day for 1 week or 2 weeks. And then you're gonna warm up this public. Once you warm them up, you're gonna say, if you wanna be part of my close friends, for example, you need to pay $20 a week to be part of my 8-week plan or something like this. So they're gonna pay for you $20 a week, and you're gonna share with them on your close friends this information which is valuable for them. Okay, I got it. I got $2,000 from this action. What are you gonna do? You're gonna run and buy an iPhone? No, you're gonna reinvest on your campaign again until you understand the product well, understand how you're gonna deliver well. There is no advantage of spending money on campaign for the first time, because the first time it's almost a trial for you and for your audience. It's a trial. They will see if your message is good, if you have fundamentals, if you know how to teach, if they learn, if the students have result. So don't invest for the first time. Of course, then now, after working with the social media for long, I've got a team, I've got my company, they build that for me. They manage. Now we're investing in campaigns. But my first one, I didn't. There was no reason to invest, and tools that I use to monitor is Facebook Business. Facebook Business is the tool that I manage Instagram, because Facebook Business is actually the same tool and the same, company that owns Instagram. So they have all these tools for you. If you try to find Facebook Business Manager, you will see that you can actually you can book your posts. So you're gonna be posting at the same time. You can pre-book that, and then you can create all this agenda on your Instagram instead of having to create a post every day. So normally what I do is I spend 1 day creating my content, researching, seeing what is interesting on my subject, and creating that content. Next day, my designer will design all the posts. But if you don't have a designer, it's okay. You can do on Canvas. You can use Canvas to design your posts. And then you can go to this Facebook app, which is the same as the Facebook Business Manager. And you can schedule your posts to be posted. So you don't need to be physically doing that all the time. You can create the posts for the whole month in 2 or 3 days. And then you have free time to do whatever you need to do, or even to study. You don't need to be hooked on your phone all the time posting because you forgot, or you need to create something to post tomorrow. So you need to start finding this research. And the traffic, the ads I do on Facebook as well. On Facebook, you can do everything. They create all the resources. You don't need to go to other apps. I don't really recommend other apps because you can bring those bots and robots to your Instagram, which will, unbalance how the algorithms see your content. So I don't recommend you taking your login and password and go to apps which can create a mess on your Instagram. Okay. So now we're gonna have questions. I hope you guys ask a lot of questions. We don't have much time. Oh my God, just 20 minutes. I can't believe it. So ask me the questions. If you want to go in video, go in video. If you want to write down, I don't know. You decide. Desi, you decide how they're gonna do. If they're gonna ask a question or whatever.
Yeah, so I saw a question in the chat box from Gina. Gina, are you here? Do you want to? Yeah.
She wants to know how to overcome this problem of algorithms going messy and messing up with the algorithm. Okay. Remember when I say at the beginning that when you have a personality and you have a plan, you don't really care how the algorithm plays. Because if you care about every time algorithm change or reduce your reach or whatever, you're going to be a slave of that. And why influencer says that? And now I'm going to be the devil's advocate. Influencer says that because every time they mention to you that the algorithm is, it's not showing me blah, blah, blah. What do? You go and watch what they're posting. So it's not everyone that say to you, the algorithm is messing my account. It's actually true. But sometimes it is. When they release something new, the algorithm goes a bit off. But doesn't matter because you're not working one day. You have a plan of 3 months of content. So it doesn't matter if the algorithm messes 1 day, 2, 3. You have a plan and you're going to pursue it. No matter how many people are clapping and saying, woohoo, you're amazing. Remember, that's the plan when you're selling something online. It's not care about those little things or algorithms or etc. Understand? Do we our Instagram audience prefer Reels or Instagram for today and future? Reels right now is the big is actually the biggest. It has the biggest views on Instagram right now because it's the newest tool. If they release a newer tool than Reels gonna become second. And why they do that? Because they want more people to engage with that tool so they can make better. If a lot of people are using, they have more reports, they have more information, and they can maximize the potential. So it doesn't mean that Reels will stay on forever. But if I was starting my Instagram right now, I would definitely invest more times on Reels because Reels is the one that has the highest views right now from Instagram. He's actually preferring that because it's a new tool and because he's competing with TikTok. So he wants us to be addicted to Reels and leave TikTok for a little moment. Anyone have any more questions? Please ask me. It's your chance of asking me whatever you want to know about Instagram.
Yes, please. You have a very great opportunity here to talk with Majelis and ask her questions. So just raise your hands or just unmute yourself. We can just discuss now.
Yeah, or you can write. If you don't feel confident to be on a camera, it's okay. You can just write down the question. It's okay. So just continue the conversation while you write the question down. Remember that Instagram is a game of relationship. It's a game of relationship. Someone asked a question. Being on social media is really interesting. But what about people who are introvert and shy? Maybe any tips to solve that problem? Okay. A few days ago, someone asked me the same question on my Instagram. And then I say, you have 2 ways of overcoming this. If you are shy, introvert, and you want to come out of that, the best thing that you can do is actually show yourself and face that fear. Because a lot of people will tell you, create a small group, Create a small group of close friends, and then show yourself to 2 people, and then 4, and then 5, and then all of a sudden you're going to overcome the fear of appearing. And I will say to you, if you do that, as soon as somebody say, oh, I don't like you, you're going to freak. You're going to throw the table, and you're going to say, I'm leaving this. Seriously, I'm doing my best, and this person is being a hater to me. So my advice is, you know, a water, I'll give you a good example. You know, when you go into a river or a pool and it's very cold, and then you start putting your feet, and then you're like, oh, that's so cold. And then you try again. Oh, that's so cold. What you do? Or you give up, you say, no way I'm going inside this water. Or you do a big jump. Do a big jump and say yes. And then once you do the big jump, the cold automatically go away, and you don't even remember, because your body gets used to the temperature. That's exactly the same thing that happened on social media. If you go and do a big jump, you're going to mess up definitely for the first time. Your life will be terrible. Your stories will be terrible. But I tell you that once you do, that butterflies that stay on the stomach will go away, and you start getting better and better and better. So I never advise any of my students go slowly on social media, because if you go too slowly, as soon as you receive one bad comment, you give up, because you feel that frustration of trying so hard and people not recognizing your efforts, you know. So just do a big jump, or work in something behind the camera. You can sell somebody's product. You can even create posts for someone, or even you can work as a copywriter, writing the posts for someone and charging for that. But if you want to be in front of the camera and build your brand, I don't see any way of going slowly. It will hurt. It will hurt. First time you jump in the pool, in a cold pool, is terrible. You start shaking for a little bit, but later on you get used to it. And that's the best time. It's the best way of you overcoming a fear. You know, the fear of appearing, the fear of facing it. I hope I answer your question. As you mentioned before, hashtag plays important role. Is more than hashtags, it's better for engagement. What I see is about 8 to 15 hashtags is the best way of speaking about one specific subject. Because remember the example of the water. You post a cup of water, you know, or you're drinking water, giving incentive to people to drink water. If you put 50 hashtags, are the 50 hashtags related to the cup? Or you're going to go and play viral hashtag Cristiano Ronaldo, hashtag football, hashtag, do you know what I mean? It's very hard for us to go 50 hashtags about the subject of the photo. And the CEO of Instagram already told that hashtags is actually a mechanism of search, like Google. So if you type something on your search bar on Instagram, for example, healthy or water, if your post it's directional for that, your post will appear. But if your hashtags is about football, hashtag Bali, hashtag party, hashtag, how are they gonna search you there? You know, that will be totally irrelevant. Okay, Emma say, if not now, when? Not me, who? That's so true. That's so true. Which one is more engaging? Using hashtag in a caption or in the first comment? No. Don't use on the first comment anymore. The CEO of Instagram said in about 2 weeks ago, if I'm not wrong, the hashtags is in the caption. You need to put in a caption because it's the caption part, which is part of the search bar. So when they type on the search bar, if your hashtag is related, your post will appear in there. Let me try to clarify this to you. You're posting about a cup of water. Okay, you're drinking a cup of water and you're talking about well-being, healthiness, etc. And then this person is trying to find something about well-being. If you post a lot of hashtags related to that subject, you will have more chance to appear. Because if you're talking in 15 hashtags about the subject of the post, when someone search you, they will have 15 chances of finding you. But if you post 2 hashtags about the water and the cup, and the other 15 hashtag viral, hashtag reels, hashtag famous, hashtag, how they gonna search you will have no meaning to put those hashtags. So remember, the hashtags is a mechanism of search. And if you go specifically on the hashtag in the subject of your post, you will have a good match, because someone that will be finding something about that subject will go to your post. And if your post is interesting enough, they will go to your profile. And if your profile is interesting enough, they will stay there. So that's the point of hashtag. It's not bringing people to see you and follow and love you forever. It's actually people that are interested on that subject specifically. And then you're going to gain them where? On the photo and on the caption. That's the only 2 chances that you have to have someone engaging with you, is through the photo and through the caption. So the photo is the first one that they see. They see the photo and they will read the caption. Caption, guys, is another thing. Caption is a structure. To write a caption, you need to have a structure. Because what is the importance of the caption? There's a lot of people that are visual, but there is others that are not visual. They like to read. So in the photo, you are targeting one type of people. And on the caption, you are targeting a different type of people that like to read. So what is the structure, the writing structure of the caption? Writing structure of the caption is the 2 first lines of the caption is about the subject. It's actually what you're going to talk about. So if you post a photo of you drinking water and you are going to talk to her about well-being, so let's say that the first 2 lines you're going to say, do you know how many liters of water you need to drink during the day? That's something that I want to know. That's interesting. So these 2 first lines is something that is related to the post, and something to drag that person to see what is the rest, make them interested. Is the first 2 most important 2 lines of the whole caption, because it's the one that they see when the post is going up on the screen. They don't see the rest of the text. If the 2 first lines is not interesting, they're not going to see the rest. So you're not going to put the call to action on the first 2 lines. You're going to put the most important engaging part on these first 2 lines. You're going to give them a glimpse of what you're going to talk to the rest of the text. It's like a resume. You know, you're going to create this little sparkle of interest on these 2 lines. The middle of the post, it's actually where you're going to talk to them about what you just proposed on the 2 lines. And you will never say our, mine. It's about them. It's you. Always use you. Do you drink enough water during the day? Do you know that if you don't drink enough water, you're going to become dehydrated, and dehydration is very bad, blah, 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 blah. At the end, what are you going to say? You're going to put the call to action. And what is the call to action that I've seen a lot of people doing? Comment, like, share with a friend, blah, blah, blah. Do you really think that someone will comment, like, share with a friend? They will not do all this. They will do one single action only. And what is this action? It's related to the text. You're not going to do a call to action. Comment. Comment what? People are lazy. They don't want to spend time thinking. And no. Comment how many liters of water you drink during the day. I want to know how many liters of water you drink during the day. Do you see that the call to action is totally related to the post and the photo? That's how we play on Instagram, being very directional to everything we post. Oh, do you want to invite them you want to invite a friend? Do you want a call to action to invite a friend? So you can say in this regard, invite a friend that will drink water with you during this week. So then she's going to do, hey, Maria, we're going to drink water this week. Because it's interesting. Yeah, I want to do that with my friend. Oh, this week you're gonna push me, okay? I'm tagging you in this post. A few days ago, I saw a post telling how many liters of water you need to drink by your weight. And I love it because I never knew that you have to drink a certain amount of water according to your weight. I was like, that's amazing. And that was the first 2 lines. Do you know how many liters of water you need to drink by your weight? And I was like, no, let me read. So that's what you need to do on your posts. Especially if you are building a brand on your Instagram. I think I've got another question here. You see, you're just asking them to fill the attendance, right? Okay, my
But
goodness,
Mahili,
it's already...
I have a follow-up question on that. If I may.
You have a question?
Yeah, related to the caption that you say. It's just like really, really simple. How long do you think it should be about the caption that really engage and take the people's attention? Should it be really short, so it's kind of like mysterious, or make it really long, so it's kind of informative?
Okay, so there is a pattern and there is a way of you doing this. Single photos, you're gonna write long captions. Carousels, you're gonna write short captions. Why? Because the carousel has a lot of text. There is a lot to read on a carousel. And if you post a lot to read on a carousel and a lot to read on a caption, they will not spend 15, 20, 30 minutes on that post. They will not do that. So you need to balance. Single photo is just a little bit of text, so you can go longer on the caption. Reels needs to be very short. Nobody reads captions on Reels. If you want to say something on the Reels, needs to be inside the Reels, not on the caption. Because if you do on the caption, they will not pay enough attention. You know, it's already too engaging, the Reels itself, and one Reels push the other Reels, push the other Reels. When you see, you're like already 15 Reels that you saw and you didn't read the caption for that. So remember that every action on social media needs to be led by you. It's like kids. My kids, if I don't tell them, drink this water, drink water, they will not drink. But if I don't tell anything to my followers, they will not do. Not because they're bad, it's because they don't remember. If you really think that this content is good, share with a friend that needs to drink water. They will do that. They will do that because it's driven by you. You actually gave the direction, the clear direction.
Okay, that really makes sense. Wow. So I think we still have one more questions left for the time, because actually it's already almost 2 hours. Yeah. So I think this is the last one from Manau. I can feel the positive energy that you shared to us. Indeed, it's true. I'm wondering, when you feel down and not in a good situation, how you solve it?
That is a really good question. That's a really good question. You know that I've learned this just practicing, because social media for me today is my work. And when I was working in the industry, even if I didn't have a good day, I still had to go to work. And I had to talk to my friends, and I had to talk to my boss, and I had to talk to everyone there. Even if at home, sometimes I fought with my husband and I wasn't talking to him, I was very upset, or I was missing my family overseas, or I just had my period and I was really moody, I still had to go to work. I couldn't say to my boss, I had a fight with my boyfriend, I don't want to go today. Why you would tell me? Are you joking that you're not going to come because you fought with your husband or your boyfriend? Come on. You know what I mean? If you don't see your social media as your business, you will always have this feeling that if I'm down, I will not do anything. If I'm sad, I will not appear today. The amazing thing about social media is, guys, I'm feeling like shit today. sorry for the shit word, guys, but I say to them, I'm not feeling well today. My period came, and seriously, I just want chocolate. And I shared this with them because that makes me human. And they look at me and say, I've been through the same thing. That's so good to hear that she's like that too. So share it. But of course, remember, you're sharing in a business perspective. You can't tell fights of your husband and you or your boyfriend in front of the camera. This is not what you want people to remember about your brand. Remember that you are a diamond, and a diamond has many sides. You don't need to show all the sides. You just show the sides that interest the audience. You don't need to show your bad side. I'm very moody in the morning. That's real. I'm very moody in the morning. I'm not a morning person. And my husband is all like, hello, happy birthday, oh, I'm so happy. And I say to him, don't wake up me laughing, because I like to have my 15 minutes to, wake up and pray and meditate to be okay. I'm not going to be posting me moody in the morning. What's the benefit of that to my brand? What is the benefit of people seeing me moody every day in the morning? So if you're not happy today, it's okay. Post a music. Put a music before you appearing. And just do a little stories, just showing you dancing or something. You don't need to be all the time entertaining. You're not a TV presenter. You're just giving them a glimpse of what is your life, that you're real, that you talk about digital marketing and you live that you study civil engineering and you studying, that you are a nutritionist and you actually eat well. Understand? They need to see that, the real person coming out.
Oh, right. That really relates. That sometimes that makes me a bit back up from the social media is, do I need to share this? Do I need to share that? So a lot of questions on my head, kind of like not restrict, but hold me from social media exposure.
So I will give you probably the last information about it.
Mm-hmm.
What to share on social media. There is a line where you need to balance about what you're going to share. So remember magazines. Let's go to a magazine. Let's see Vogue. Vogue has dress, beautiful women's shoes and fashion and etc. There is an editorial line in anything that appears online. TV has the editorial line. So you're not going to see, for example, in Grey's Anatomy, talking about something completely unrelated to medicine. What they talk about, medicine primarily. So medicine is every day there. Every episode that you click on Grey's Anatomy will be talking about medicine. Second line is friendship. Talk about friendship and etc. And the third line is something related to the family of the participants. So can you see that clearly has this editorial line? Your Instagram needs to have the same. So you need to create 3 editorial lines on your Instagram. One, which is mainly the primarily, the one that you're going to sell at the end, which is going to be 70% of your time. Second one, which is going to be something related to what you want or something related to the product that you're going to sell. And then the third one, which is free, which you can talk about anything. So what to post on social media? So you need to balance. 70% is about the subject that you're going to sell. 20% is about something personal but relates to what you're going to sell. And 10% about whatever you want. So you are a nutritionist, and then that's your primarily line. So you're going to be 70% of the day. Yeah, when I say 70%, I don't say that you need to post 100 stories. I'm just saying that if you post 10 stories, 7 needs to be related to that subject. 2 needs to be related to something that you like but relate to the first one. And 1 needs to be free. You talk about whatever you want. So imagine you're a nutritionist. She's going to be talking about food and exercise and nutrition, best way of cooking this and that. She can talk about 70% about this subject. And don't worry about people feel like, oh, she just talk about that. I'm sick of this, because people comes in and out. Every day someone leaves your Instagram, every day someone new comes in. And this person that comes in, they needs to see you in what you are expert. So they need to recognize you as someone that knows what you're talking about. So don't be worried about being repetitive. Don't worry about that. This is what actually will make you an authority in that subject. People seeing you every day, because the impression we have is that everyone will see just me during the whole day. And no, they will see 1,000 of posts a day. My post will be one single post in the middle of this whole area. So don't worry about being repetitive. You're not being repetitive apart from yourself. You're being repetitive for yourself, but for them, you are not. You are definitely not. So 70% about your primarily subject, 20% about something relate to you, but you cannot go too far from that primarily line. And the third one can be about anything. So imagine a nutritionist, 70% about nutrition. She can talk 20% about her life with the kids and etc. And 10% she wants to talk about geography. Nothing related, but it's just a tiny bit. And it's so amazing, this 30% that is not related to the primarily subject, because this 20% that you talk about family or whatever, it's what will bring new people in. Because sometimes they will not be interested on nutrition, but they will be interested on your family or in the geography that you talk about. That is a really tiny bit. And then they probably will be interested on geography and be there and know you talking about nutrition and may get interested to be, have you as professional for them. So it's easy to know what to post when you know this percentage that you need to go 70, 20, and 10. So you know what you're going to post. You're not going to be posting whole day about your puppy. Oh, my puppy is so cute. Look at this, look at that. And then you're a nutritionist. Nobody saw anything about nutrition on your Instagram for 20 weeks or 20 days. So how will you prove? How you Instagram and social media, it's all about you are who you say you are. Doesn't matter how many certifications you have on the physical world. Oh, I've got this certification and this and that. Look how many frames I have here in my room. We don't care. You prove who you are, showing you there and telling us who you are. Because if you don't tell us and post a lot of photos of your frames, of your nominations, etc., in the world, in the digital environment, doesn't mean much. Understand?
Totally, clearly. So that, thank you for that rule of 70, 20, and 10. I will definitely remember that. Thank you. Thank you very much, Majuli. And I actually quote your statement before. We have to start with what you have and be consistent, learn from it, right? So
yeah,
for anyone who just not yet start your digital marketing, especially in Instagram, just go for it.
You will never be ready. You will never be ready.
Exactly. You will never know when you're ready.
And if you do it quickly, you're not going to have any regrets because you didn't spend much time on it.
Indeed. That's really inspiring, Like, that's really true. All right.
Guys, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to talk to you. My Instagram is @Majli, MAJILLY. If you have any further questions, if you want to chat with me there, I'm always on my Instagram. You will see that my life is all there. So it's all in Portuguese, but I can type in English. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the opportunity of being here talking to you. I wish you guys all the best on your future, on your careers. And yeah, let's make money online.
Thank you very much, Majuli. And I hope we can see you again someday. And have a nice weekend, everyone.
Thank you so much, guys. I see you guys on the next time. Ciao.
Ciao. Thank you.